Kind of moving on there, I wanted to also talk about basically what I consider the most fundamental part of health, and that is the ego. And the way I describe the ego, it's to use a metaphor, it's like the way we see the world as it truly is through our eyes, but our ego, the way we truly see the world, is through glasses. And everyone's glasses is different, and this perception, it changes. So, for example, the ego, it's me, the ego. It's a defense system that's built in order to interact with the world that's most effective. But in modern life, it doesn't work very well. So, for example, you can consider racism. It's a disorder of the ego. So, for example, I'm wearing these racist glasses, and I see the world. But whenever I see, say, a black or an Asian person, in through the glasses, I see a red mark. I see danger. I see something to be avoided, and this distorts reality. This is what the ego is. And in regards to something like depression, the ego says to itself, I am special, I am worthless, I am no good at this, everyone hates me. This is the view that we paint for ourselves. So when we have the glasses of depression, we look in the mirror and we see everything for the way it is, but we see ourselves as loathsome, horrible creatures. But if we were to take off these glasses, we would see ourselves for what we are. And I find that most disorders, they are resulting from the ego. So we've talked about how mental health interacts with the immune system and your well-being in so many ways. But I've also kind of mentioned that depression is the result of the ego. So if we look farther back at our very perception of the world, then we can also cure these physical aspects by changing the way we think, the way our mind works. At a very fundamental level, we can our perception actually changes the way our cells work. And I'm just going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here, but you can apply quantum physics to this. Because in quantum physics, you have, for example, Schrodinger's cat. And it's the assumption that something does not occur without it being observed first. So regarding that, the way an organic creature, you and I, we can observe something, and at a microscopic level, by observing it, we can actually change the way it works. So imagine that. The way you think in your mind, the way you view yourself, the way you view everything around you, the way you view your life, just this viewing, it is actually changing yourself at a microscopic level.